Let's talk about rejection. And we know that rejection hits so much harder than we care to admit. It's not just like I'm disappointed. It's not just no being said no to. Rejection threatens our need to belong, and belonging is actually wired within us. That's why rejection can actually feel so heavy in our body, in our chest, in our hearts, in our mind. Sometimes you feel like these pulse happening in your mind, even though it's like a small rejection. And you feel sadness and anxiety, even anger sometimes all at once, and you don't know which one to do, even though you're like, this doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's something really, really small. Something could be huge. It could be all sorts of things. But rejection is very, very painful. If you've ever told yourself, why am I reacting this way? This is why. This came about this week because, oh my gosh, I had a moment like that. And it was something so small. It wasn't anything. But normally I would just brush it off and like... I'll be like, yes, I don't need to talk about that. But the truth of the matter is it's actually painful, and we need to deal with it better than, that we are. When we are rejected, our brain doesn't interpret it as feedback. I don't know why, you guys, somebody can, talk to somebody who deals with the mind or whatever, but dang, it feels like so harsh in our hearts. It kind of goes and interprets as like danger. And I don't know if anyone feels this way, but I just feel like there's a pulse happening in my head. I'm like boom, 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 and it's really like it's like, I don't know how any human being can experience 1,000 emotions in one go. Historically, being excluded meant survival was at risk. Or even now when you think about it. So your nervous system responds before logic has a chance to. This is what happened to me. I'm like, and then all these things happening, and I don't know what to do with that information. So my chest becomes super tight. I have all these spiraling thoughts, the urge to withdraw or just over-explain myself, and I'm like, but you don't know, but all that moment. I'm just like, ugh. The cringe moment, like as I'm talking about it, I can, go back and just remember all those memories, and I'm like, oh, stop this camera. It's really, really difficult. The thing is, it's not a weakness. It's just biology. It's a part of our makeup, right? But understanding rejection, it helps us to grow. But understanding that gives us power. We need to know so that we can move on from just and then panic, and then even after you've calmed down, you still react differently. We want to be able to react in a way that is appropriate. Here's is actually what helps. Not just like a theoretical things. These are just based on my experience, but in real life. First, find your people. Every rejection needs an anchor, right? So someone who reminds you that you are still wanted, still valued, still safe. Rejection feels heavier when you're isolated, right? For me, like I have some of my friends, they help me deal with rejection differently. We have a psycho people. I mean, they're all psycho, let's be honest. But there's some of them, who needs them anyways? Oh yeah, let's go egg their house, yeah. To think about it, I'm also psycho because I'm around those people. They're crazy. Anyways, so secondly, don't personalize the misalignment, right? So most no's aren't attacks. I know our minds wants to say that, but they're not. Sometimes it's just like clarity. Someone choosing differently doesn't mean you are unworthy. It means you weren't actually aligned with that particular thing, because even you yourself, you've done it, right? And that person may feel rejection towards you, but it's just that something is not aligned at that moment. And misalignment isn't like a rejection necessarily of you. It's just a redirection of that particular situation. Another way is that sit with discomfort. Like for me, that is the part that I don't like, because I don't want to sit in discomfort. I don't want to think about it. Let me go and get something to numb my pain, scroll through or whatever, and just be like, but it's good to sit in discomfort, because I found that it's easier, and when I feel it all at once and then move. This is such a hard one, like for so many people. Rushing past through rejection teaches your brain to fear it, right? Every time rejection comes, you want to fear it and all that. But no, avoid it makes it actually really much louder than it needs to be. Because the problem with rejection is not that just the big stuff, even the little stuff that you perceive that you may feel rejection, it just becomes so much louder than it needs to be. But allowing it and feeling it without judgment helps to pass it quicker. Discomfort isn't actually dangerous. It's just temporarily. You just feel that for a moment, but allow it, sit on it and just let it be. If there is an area where you feel rejected, where possible, resolve it. Like, don't allow it to just go, because it would just become this loud thing and you start ruining relationships and things because of how your perception of rejection, right? Like, don't actually carry it. Sometimes healing starts with saying, hey, that hurt you? Can we talk about it? Or this hurt me. Can we please talk about it? Not blame, not to beg, but to release what you've actually been holding inside your heart. Closure isn't always given, but when it's possible, it's really, really powerful. You don't always need closure. As I said, if you go through the steps we've already done, you're able to actually overcome those things. And when it's not, and you still get a chance to choose peace at least. Rejection isn't proof that you don't belong. I know it feels that way, but it's not. It's often a redirection. It's life moving you away from spaces that can't hold who you're becoming at the time, and towards the ones that actually can. So don't harden, don't shrink, don't stop showing up, just keep on becoming. Now, if any of this resonated with you, please put in a comment below and tell me which part was really helpful to you. Now, if you know there's somebody else that needs this video, please share it. Let them know that we are here to hold your hand. See you in the next video.